guys, we made it to the hot springs. We got these cars, so we're gonna go through them and have a good time. What was the best part of your day so far?
Say eating staggering ox sandwiches and being here at the hot springs.
I would say coming to the hot springs. What was the best kiss of your entire life?
Shoot, I gotta say when we eloped in Vegas, I still remember it to this day.
I would also have to say our wedding day. What do you value most? Free time, recognition, or money?
If I had to choose one, I'd say free time, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have any time to use it the way you want to, what's the point? And I'm a pretty shy guy, so recognition doesn't really mean as much to me, so I'd definitely say free time.
I would also have to say free time, because time is very valuable and we're only here for a short time. What do you love about your hometown?
Alright guys, my hometown is Seattle, so what I admire most about Seattle is the culture, especially the sports culture. You know, all you 12s out there supporting the Seahawks, and you see that Mariners game yesterday? First ALCS since I was 8 years old. Everyone is going crazy, I love it.
What I love about my hometown is family and no sales tax. That's what I got. There's nothing else to do. What are you amazingly good at?
First thing, I'm pretty good at mental math. Like, my wife will ask me like a billion math problems and I'll just add it together in my head faster than she can get it in her calculator. Also, apparently whistling. Apparently, if you ask my wife, I guess I can whistle really well.
I would have to say being structured. I have to be here at this time. I have to have things cleaned, put away at a certain time. I have to have a good routine. I'm very structured. What are you bored of?
Alright, what am I bored of? This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we have a pretty strict routine that we've been on the past few months. It's hard to say I'm bored of it, but it's sometimes it gets to be a little much. But it's important though. It's important to stick to the routine and get your gym results and stick to it and not fall off the track. So, although sometimes it's boring, it is important.
I would also have to agree with the gym routine, just because working an 8-hour shift and then going home and getting ready for the gym just to use more energy. So that's it. What's the craziest thing we've ever done together? I'm sure we know the answer.
I know the answer.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Elope in Vegas. We did not rehearse that. If you wrote romance novels or erotic fiction, what would your pen name be?
Alright guys, I don't read any of that stuff, so we're just gonna go, say The Dark Knight. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stealing Batman's name there, but I really don't know.
I love it. I would probably just say Abolitious because I'm that creative. If you were to die 3 hours from now, what would you regret most?
Shoot, if I had to say something, I'd say not spending enough time with family. I moved to Montana and I haven't visited them much since 2016, so I just probably wish I would have got out to Seattle a few more times.
I would regret not having children. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're waiting and we're enjoying us, but that would be a regret. And not sending my mom to a Miami Dolphins game. My dream would always be to get her tickets to go see the Miami Dolphins. If you were heading out on a road trip right this minute, what would you pack?
Say a phone and a phone charger, because nowadays, what the heck would you do without it?
Alright, good answer. Mine? Credit card? You got a plan to go on a road trip. If you had an extra $100 to spend on yourself every week, what would you do?
Shoot, I'd probably save it up and go on another trip, because that's what we like doing.
Well, look at him thinking of saving. I would alternate between getting my hair done and nails done, because I never get my nails done. I always paint them. And my hair, I believe it or not, have a couple grays showing every couple months, so there's that. And maybe a massage, because I've never gotten one. If you could sit down with your 15-year-old self, what would you tell him or her?
I'd say to take more risks. Taking risks isn't always the best thing, but being complacent isn't always the best thing either. You know, you can be in a little bit better of a spot.
I would say don't dwell on the little things. Enjoy your time with your girlfriends while you still have them, and life gets so much better. If you could master any instrument on earth, what would it be?
It's gotta be a guitar, man. Is that even a question? Everyone wants to be a rock star.
Good answer. I would say my singing voice. It's free and everyone loves to hear a good singer. If you could have tea with one fictional character, who would it be?
I would say Jesse Pinkman, man. I know it's a kind of weird one, but after he's not all cracked out and stuff, that dude seems like he's really funny to just sit down and have a cup of coffee with.
Well, took me a minute to think, but I just finished Desperate Housewives season for the very first time ever seeing it. I would love to sit down with all 4 girls and catch up because they are phenomenal, hilarious, and smart. If you could enroll in a PhD program with your tuition paid in full by a mysterious benefactor, what would you study?
If I had to pick one, I'd say biology. I like math and science as it is, so that's kind of one of the subjects I'm into. But who wouldn't want to have an opportunity to help cure some of these diseases that have been plaguing people for the last several decades? It's nice to be able to help other people.
I would say psychology to understand people better and why we do things we do. If you could choose your own life obstacles, would you keep the ones you have?
I have to say I'd keep the ones I have because, you know, the life obstacles you go through make you the person you are today. So if I had different life obstacles, I'd probably be a whole other different person.
I don't disagree. I was going to say the same thing. I would keep the ones I have. We've learned to overconquer the ones that we've gone through, and life is pretty simple for us, so no complaints. If social media didn't exist, how would your life be different?
You know, I don't think my life would be too much different. I don't post a lot on social media. I just basically look at it to like find funny memes and stuff, so it wouldn't really affect me too much.
Okay, so my answer is completely different. It would change my world around. I hate to admit it, I am addicted to my phone. I don't have a passcode on my phone because I'm not afraid anyone's going to take it because it's always in my hand. If you had 5,000 you must spend, how would you spend them?
We're gonna go to Vegas and put it all on black. Nah, just kidding, guys. I'd save it for another trip. Come on, you know me better than that.
I guess we like to travel. He's talking about going on another vacation. So I would probably put 5,000 towards my principal on my mortgage or my car payment to get that lower. What would be our ideal life in 5, 10, and 20 years? So he's putting a lot of thought into the 5, 10, and 20 years. So my 5 years would be to continue traveling and going to as many concerts as we can. 10 years would be starting a family and having a phone of our own. And 20 years would just be spending quality time with our family.
I gotta agree with her. Next 5 years, I would love to attend all the concerts we can, do all the events that we love to do, being non-parents. They're easier to do. Just fulfill our lives together and enjoy ourselves. 10 years, it'd be nice to, you know, start a family and all of that good stuff. Another one for me, I would love to be debt-free in 10 years. That'd be ideal. In 20 years, you know, I would like to see our progress of our accomplishments in life and instilled in our children and see them doing great things as teenagers, young adults, and know that we did a good job raising them.
Great answer. Have you ever won an award? No, but I won him.
That was sweet. The last award I won Associate of the Year for 2022 at my job. I got to go on a cool, expenses paid trip to corporate. So that was pretty cool.
Have you ever unplugged from the internet for more than 4 days?
I was born in '92, so yes, I did something called ride bikes when I was a kid. I wasn't concerned with any internet, and the internet I did have was, the dial-up sounds, and that wasn't real good internet. So yeah, we've actually played outside when I was a kid.
Okay, yes. My generation also grew up without phones, but nowadays, nope. No, not more than 4 days. Have you ever set two friends up on a date?
I haven't, because I don't necessarily want to be the one responsible if things go south, so I haven't.
Boring answer. Nope. I actually am not that good. Someone set us up, so there's that. How did you spend a typical childhood day?
Back when I was a kid, I played a lot of video games. I liked my Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if you guys know what game that is, but... And then when we weren't doing that, we loved to go outside and ride our bikes off of jumps and, typical kid stuff.
Typical childhood day, I would say going like 5 houses down to my best friend's house at the time and playing on her trampoline all summer long and being creative and just having the fun imagination and no technology then. So just played and it was a good time. Have you ever pushed your body further than you dreamed possible? I'm going to go first on this. I'm going to say yes. Back in 2020 when COVID hit, we quit going to the bars and started going to the gym. And I never thought I looked as bad as I did until I started working out and didn't realize that I am capable of running and being consistent at the gym. So that's my answer.
2 words, cardio day. As a kid, I grew up with asthma, so I didn't think I'd ever be able to run or do any of that stuff. But recently, I've been able to run 5 miles in under 55 minutes, so I didn't think I'd ever be able to do that.
And Stairmaster. Stairmaster kicks our butt. I didn't think I'd ever do a level 8 for 30 minutes, but here we are. Have you ever used drugs?
No.
Have you ever met one of your heroes?
No, I don't think so.
I haven't either, but I did meet one of my favorite influencers, Jenna Sinatra, so that's what I got, and it was really exciting actually. So, have you ever had to make a public apology?
I gotta say no, I've never done anything that would warrant that. Plus, I'm not good at talking in front of people anyway, so no, definitely not.
I would absolutely have to agree with him. I don't think I've been a public speaker, so nope. Have you ever fantasized about changing your first name?
I've always wanted to be a Clark because, it reminded me of Batman. I'm just playing, guys. I'm Devin. That's all I can know myself as, so absolutely not.
No, Abby's good. I get asked all the time if Abigail is my full name. No, just Abby. Alright, we'll probably do just a couple more. Have you ever dreamed about starting a business?
For me, no. That's just a lot to be responsible for, and I'm a pretty indecisive person, so I feel like that'd be a lot more stress for me than beneficial to me. So definitely not.
I have the same answer actually. I would say no. I know a couple people in my life that have their own businesses and started from the bottom, and it's just too stressful and to me not worth it, all the taxes. Have you ever been genuinely afraid for your physical safety?
I'd say yeah, from a previous relationship definitely, but not anytime recently.
And my answer, nope. What's the best thing you learned from your father? I don't know what his answer is, so I have to be in the video to get my reaction.
Alright, well, I'm going to have to say that having kids is a big responsibility. He has 6, including me, and it looks like a lot, so I would learn
That's
my
fair.
lesson.
Mine would be hard work pays off. Has a teacher ever changed your life? No, not that I can think of.
No, not my teacher.
Alright, this will probably be the last one. How will relationships between men and women change in the next 25 years?
It all really depends. It's one relationship is different than the next one, so it's really hard to make a designation for every single relationship between a man and a woman to change in the next 25 years.
That's fair, that's a good point. I would have to say probably higher divorce rates, but that D word is not in our relationship, so I didn't say it. But I would have to agree with him. That's a perfect answer. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging with us, and we appreciate all the follows and likes and subscribers. So just keep hanging with us and we'll continue to entertain, and we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.